Are we recording, darling? Welcome back to my channel, ladies. I am Amity Rose, and today we have another great video on how to get over your fear of weight gain, which can be such a burden. For some of us, this fear is so traumatizing. I know for me, I was taught that the worst thing I could be was fat over any other characteristic. That is the absolute worst thing I could ever be. So guess what happened? I gained weight. Go figure, right? So I want to share some ideas, and I need to make a note. None of this is quick. None of this is fat. None of this is fast. This is really deep, difficult stuff that we have to do because this fear, this overcoming this fear of gaining weight is deep programming and conditioning. Mine was from my parents in addition to society. I'm assuming that yours is probably something similar. I know the culture we live in, but especially if you compound that to the women in your life, aunts and grandmothers and mothers and sisters, most women on the planet are dealing with some form of body shame, so it's everywhere. We are taught this behavior from so early on that gaining weight is just the absolute worst thing that you could do as a human being, especially a woman. So we have this fear. We are deathly afraid of gaining weight because then it will mean that we are the worst thing that we could possibly be. So know that it is all programming, it is all conditioning. None of it is that you did anything wrong. It is just deep patterning within you that we've been taught as all women on the planet. You cannot be in a human form and not be scathed by this idea of body shaming and that weight gain equals something awful. So the first step around the programming and the conditioning is to ask yourself, why am I so afraid to gain weight? Everybody's reason is gonna be a little bit different. Like I said, I grew up in a household where fat shaming was a real thing. So I learned that being fat, being overweight, gaining weight of any kind was the equivalent to shame. Everybody's reason is gonna be a little bit different. So this is why you need to ask yourself, you need to investigate what is behind your fear. Do you fear that if you gain weight, you'll then be unlovable? You'll be unworthy of nice things? You won't deserve a partner? The reasons that you're so afraid of gaining weight are gonna be very unique to you because the fat, the weight gain is just a symbol for something much, much deeper. A lot of it is connected to unworthiness, undeservedness, we won't be loved, we won't be able to create the life of our dreams. When you shave all that away, at the root of that is self-worth. We aren't worthy. Okay, I got so many ideas happening and So now that you know, that this intense fear of gaining weight is connected to our deep programming and conditioning by family and society, it is your responsibility to investigate even further and ask yourself, why am I so afraid of gaining weight or being fat? What does it mean to you if you were to gain weight or you were to get fat? What does that mean for your life? What does that mean for you as a human? Are you no longer worthy of having a partner? Are you no longer worthy of creating the life that you dream of? Are you no longer lovable? What is at the root? Because the weight gain and being fat is only a symptom. It is not the root. So asking these questions of like, what am I really scared of? What does it mean if I get fat? What if I gain 50 pounds? What does that do to change me? And if you investigate here and you find out, then you can gain some clarity about what it really means and why you're really scared. Once you have those answers, then you can take out the weight because the weight really isn't the issue. What you really want to look at is what you've discovered is at the root of it. I feel unworthy of being loved. I feel undeserved of feeling pleasure. But discover that for yourself and then you'll gain clarity around what really is at play behind your fear of gaining weight. Now there's two next parts to this and neither is quick or fast or easy, because none of this work really is. If you are really on this self-discovery path, this work is challenging and this work is slow. It's not fast. This isn't a quick and easy thing that you can do. So if you're still with me, after you've done that and discovered what is at the root of your fear, the next piece is gonna be to feel it. You have to feel the fear in order to release it. If we're holding on to it in our body, in our psyche, it doesn't just disappear. It's still within us. The only way to have it move through us is to feel it. You might have heard the term, to heal it, you have to feel it. It's this whole idea that we have to feel the fear. We have to feel that intense vibrational fear of, I'm not worthy, I'm unloved, I'm undeserving of everything. Whatever is there, you have to feel it. And it can feel crushing. It's awful, totally awful. But that is a requirement for healing and moving past this fear. The second piece is to begin reprogramming the subconscious. These ideas, these fears, they were planted way back when, probably before you even have conscious memory of, and they are sitting in our subconscious, and we as adult women are acting out our lives with this old programming into our subconscious in our now life, which can wreak havoc because we're operating with a program that we don't even remember being installed, we don't agree with, we don't like, but it's in our hardware. And so we're 30, 40, 50 with these ideas that were planted in infancy, in toddler stage, in these really young, delicate times in our lives, and they are behind how we act now today. So you want to begin practicing reprogramming the subconscious around these ideas of weight gain, of fear, of being fat, especially your deservedness. You need to start reprogramming the subconscious to raise your self-worth. And there are many different ways that you can do this. I have one video that's great that explores some ideas around this that you can check out here. But there are many different tools, many different methodologies. You want to find something that you feel safe and connected to, and definitely find a professional if you would like more one-on-one help. But this is an imperative part of changing our life today, is to reprogram those old ideas that got downloaded many, many years ago that are not truthful, that are not correct, and we just have to go in really through hypnosis or other kind of programming that can change that program into one where you are worthy and deserving of the life that you want to live. And then the weight thing becomes like a non-issue. Again, it's just a symptom of a much deeper root of worthiness. So those are the ideas. It's based off old programming and conditioning, usually from family, from society, from culture. You want to just explore on an individual level, what am I really scared of? What is my real big fear? That I won't be loved, that I won't be attractive, that I won't find a mate, whatever it is for you. What is at the root? What is the root cause of this fear? And then we go about feeling the feelings that we are holding, that fear is connected to, and the reprogramming of the subconscious mind, so that we no longer take these old beliefs into our present day and they wreak havoc. We can change the subconscious mind, and when that pattern is changed, we actually change, and our life around us changes because we are a different being, and then our life around us in the physical plane begins to reflect that to us. So those are the ideas, ladies. I really hope that these tools can help you understand and overcome your fear of weight gain. Please give me a comment. Please leave me a comment below and let me know how these tools helped you. Again, if the content was helpful in any way, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next week. What are we talking about today? How to get over your fear of weight gain. I should probably know what I'm talking about, right? Or even the title of my video. Let's start again, take two. Okay. How to overcome your fear of weight gain.